everybody. Happy 2022 to you. I'm Katie Steinle, founder of Discover Your Design, and happy New Year. I don't know about you guys, but for me, 2021 went out with a bang. Holy smokes. Very, very intense time, and I could not be happier to just welcome a new year in. And good news with 2022, we are closing out kind of a 20-year cycle of energy, and this is a transitional year. But so it's still, not gonna lie, it's still going to be pretty intense, probably, the first half of the year ish. But we are shifting into a new energy cycle. And by midsummer, things are going to be, evening out. We are going to get through this. Um, Good for you for showing up and, just making yourself aware and harmonizing with the biofeedback and doing the work, so that you can, to quote Gandhi, it just has been really coming up in my field this last week, like be the change that you want to see in the world, because it's not going to happen until each and every one of us really, sets the intention and takes aligned action to shift your energy. And as you do that, you will naturally shift people around you, and we will just up level together. So when you look at the year 2022 from a numerology standpoint, which kind of might sound like out there woo woo, but it's really interesting. Scientists are finding that the entire universe is based on a binary code, just kind of like our computers, go figure. And so, the numbers, they do, there's some meaning behind them. And, with 2022, we've got three twos. And when you look at the number two, the energy, the vibrational energy of the number two is peace and harmony. So, really, really want you to just like put that, open yourself up to that vibration and put that in the back of your brain. And, just focus on start living in harmony with others, instead of I think we've really become, everybody's, freaked out, understandably, and fearful. And you turn on the news and it's just gloom and doom. And I don't have to tell you, but when you really start to think about harmony, you start to think about just pausing before we react, right? And instead of being so opinionated, just if you just take a breath and you open yourself up to, learning and taking in, other ideas. And it doesn't mean that you have to, nobody, is saying it has to be something that you stick with, but just be in more of a place of harmony, with all of us, um, you know, living together and moving forward together, right? Instead of so much friction and so much conflict. And so, with that said, let's go ahead and get to the energy of this week and what you're moving into. It's actually really, really beautiful because, new year, new you. And we always look, when I do my energy updates, through the lens of human design. That's what I'm certified in, that's my passion. And I look specifically at what planets, we look at the sun and the earth, because those are our most influential planets. And again, science has found that all of the planets, all of the stars, we are made of stardust. When you think about it, us as humans, we all of everything in the universe is emitting neutrinos, and those neutrinos, they found, can move through matter and influence matter, and we are matter. And so it's not like you're reading the horoscope, just the generic, horoscope of the day or the week. This goes very, very specific. And 3,000-ish years ago, the Chinese were able to lay out a code for all of the potential energy expressions, masculine, feminine energy. And go figure, when modern day science discovered, the genetic code for our DNA, the 64 codons of our DNA matched this the 64 hexagrams that the Chinese had discovered and laid out thousands and thousands of years ago. So, what human design does is it kind of overlays that on the universe and takes into account all of the astronomy of all the orbiting planets, yada, yada, yada. And it can help you become more aware of what kind of the background frequency is, in your field that you're moving through. And the sun transits each one of these 64 energetic expressions about every 5 to 6 days. And so when you hear me speak of, like right now, the sun is transiting the 54th gate. And that is the energy of ambition and drive. And it's connected to our root center. It's that fuel that, pressures you to have goals, to create goals, to want to, move forward and move upward in life. And this can be both on a physical level, like with your job, your career, or, also on a spiritual, intellectual type of level, to become more open to new ideas and new ways of being. And so it's a beautiful energy to have as we move into 2022 activated in your field. And what's cool, if you take a few minutes, like any of you that are tuning in today, to listen and to understand, you can kind of harness this energy. So instead of like random things happening throughout your week where you're like feeling like a victim, like, why is that happening to me? Like, where did that come from? What's that all about? It helps you kind of just detach and become more aware, like, oh, okay, this is why this is coming up. Oh, okay, I'm going to take the extra energy that I'm feeling, this week, and I'm going to focus on my goals because I know I'm going to be supported, and any action I take will be aligned. So it's just, gives you like that little boost, that little superpower that you need to get through life. So, with that said, the 54th gate is when you think of the sun, you think that it's kind of putting a spotlight, if you will, on that energy the first part of this week, and it can be our teacher. Right, this energy is just going to show up in different ways in your life. So allow it to gift you and allow it to be your teacher and your guide. And we also look at the earth and where gate energy that is moving through, because that helps us know how we're going to take that ambition and how we're going to ground it in to our reality. And beautifully enough, the earth is sitting in the 53rd gate, which is the gate of new beginnings. So, I mean, just a perfect time to really shift, close out those last 2 years. Really start to shift your energy into creating some goals. I don't like resolutions. I mean, it's more just where do you want to focus your energy? Are you taking a line to action with your goals? Because if you're like me, a lot of times I'm in my head so much, like, oh, I can create all kinds of awesome goals, right? But do I take action, to really move those forward? And, where are you putting your energy and your focus and your drive? And take a look. Are you getting a balance of equal energy back? Good time to analyze your relationships and whatnot. So this energy is where we're at moving in through Tuesday. And then Wednesday, just so you know, midweek, we kind of shift from this physical energy of self empowerment and, activating our drive and our ambition to the 61st gate of inner truth. And that is going to be turning your focus more inward because, that's all about the why. Why are we here? Like, what's this thing all about? This thing called life, And it's interesting. I had a doctor appointment this week, and I've been seeing my doctor for like 20 years, so like we always end up chatting. And he was telling me, he said, I feel like I'm becoming more of a counselor because everybody that comes through my door, it seems anymore, is just so lost and just, like, why is all this happening? And, like, what is my purpose? What is the point? And so that's that 61st gate energy. So, as we move towards the weekend, you might find yourself, feeling that need to, maybe take some solo time and, just get clear on your why, your how. And if you are feeling, like so many of us are feeling like that, what's the point? Oh my gosh, I'm going into another year, can I do this? Please seek me out. I have studied, I got certified internationally in human design, studied for, gosh, probably 5 years now. Qigong, teacher certified, just I've got like 5 of the 61st activations in my own personal human design. So losing my son just really created this. I just shifted into this like major, what is this all about? That inner truth really got activated. And so that's why I'm here showing up for you guys, like, you know, just book a human design session with me and we can get you at least clear on a meaning, a greater reason for being here, that helps you get up every morning, right? And helps you know where to focus your energy. And we'll also do some work with the biofeedback, the frequencies that we'll be listening to in a minute. But just also when we move Wednesday to the weekend into the 61st inner truth energy, the earth is going to be moving into the 62nd gate, which is all about organization. So it's this really beautiful wave of energy that we have this week. And so take advantage of it, and it'll help you kind of get clear on where you're going, and where you need to be focusing your energy and getting organized with that and being able to move forward with that. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to the fun part, the meditation, where all you have to do is sit back and take some breaths and open your mind, open your heart, because I have personally found, going through a lot of trauma and significant loss in my life, that in times like this, our heart definitely closes. We go into protection mode. We are feeling isolated, and your nervous system automatically goes into a fight or flight, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And it is challenging to keep your heart open in times like this, and to be open to others, and harmony, and all of that. But again, it goes back to being the change that you want to see in the world. And it takes us as individuals to really make those shifts, to be able to go and just impact people, whether we're speaking like I'm doing now, or just standing in line at Starbucks. When you've got that high vibe energy, the people next to you feel it, and it does. It shifts things. It just does. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the meditation. We'll do a couple minutes here. And go ahead and just start to close your eyes. Put your feet on the ground, or just connect, if you at all can, with the earth. And just take some nice, deep letting go breaths. Focusing on that exhale. Just letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Any resistance, any fear, any feeling of, not being in control, all of that, just let that go. Let that ground into the earth. Let the earth take that for you. And just focus on your heart, tuning yourself inward, focusing on that heart space. You're in a safe space right now, so feel yourself opening up your heart and starting to see that beautiful creative spark of light that is you, that is your unique genetic imprint, your unique energetic matrix that is here for a reason. Each of us has a reason for being. Each of us has unique energy that is here to make its own individual mark in its own way on the world. And so as you start to see that creative spark come alive and come online, start to move that down your torso, moving that through your feet into the earth, connecting in with that electromagnetic charge of the earth, feeling it pull you, that charge just pull you towards the strongest, the most foundational core of the earth, the center of the earth, that crystalline quartz that carries the frequency of ultimate nourishment, just like roots of a tree, nourishing you, grounding you, making you feel secure, making you feel stable, giving you everything you need, all the energy you need to achieve your ambitions and your dreams. And as you feel your light plugging into that core, feeling that charge start to take place, moving that beautiful energy up through that column of light you've created into your physical being, and taking that vitality and moving it up and out the crown of your head. Feel it shooting past the sun and the moon, all the planets in our universe, breaking through that invisible barrier, all that you are consciously aware of, into your subconscious, into the superconscious that connects us all. Creation, source, whatever you want to call it, but just acclimating with this electric charge of pure, creative thought, where unlimited possibilities, unlimited hope lives. Start to really bring that charge back down into your physical being, into your auric field. And just open your mind and your heart and your being to these frequencies and enjoy. Oh, that went by way too fast. Go ahead and take one nice big breath and just let all those subtle energetic shifts take place. I'm telling you guys, this biofeedback has just been an amazing tool in my life and helped me get through some major stuff. And so if you continue to just do this work, it will definitely help you in a similar manner. And if you move forward this week and just allow, ambition and drive for that inner truth, for that really deep knowing within your bones, of who you are and why you're here and what matters. Let that be your teacher and see where it takes you this week. And if you guys want to, have more of this content, please join my groups on YouTube. My channel is Discover Your Design. I have about 300 something people in the community there. I'd love for you to join and invite people that you know would benefit from this healing work. I also have a Facebook group, Discover Your Design. I have 300 people ish in there. So join our community and let's build and let's grow and let's just like carry each other forward in this next year. And I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Enjoy every moment, and I will see you this time next week. Take care. Bye for now.